Hi, I'm Orla.
I'm Michaela.
And we're here today in Castlecomer at the Her Moves Collective. I think the Her Moves Collective is brilliant because it gets to gather loads of girls around Ireland that you wouldn't have met otherwise, and they're all from different backgrounds and different sports. So it's really you get to learn a lot about different people in different areas, so it's really interesting.
Yeah, I love making friends with like-minded girls and kind of getting to share your struggles and talk about school, but also sport and learning new things.
Hi, I'm Bethany Carson and I'm the Women in Sport Manager in Sport Ireland. So the Her Moves campaign came off the back of some research that Sport Ireland did in 2020. It produced the Girls Get Active report, and basically it looked at what the challenges were that teenage girls were facing when participating in sport and what motivates them to move. So from that research, the girls gave us some really strong advice and guidance on how to cater to girls better in sport. And then since then, the sports sector, so national governing bodies and local sports partnerships, have been working really hard to come up with new and creative ways to get girls moving. So it's all about kind of going outside of traditional sport and really focusing on the fun side, drawing on existing habits that teenage girls like getting creative. And it's really about looking at those challenges, so things like the menstrual cycle, body appreciation and image, balancing life, all of those challenges that girls are facing. The Her Moves campaign is really working to provide solutions for them. And we also have another side of the campaign, which is our online hub and our social media. So that's kind of our way to speak to girls directly and kind of give them the single source of truth with so much kind of out there online. You can trust what you can read on those sites. So the collective are so important because they keep us right. So they're our advisory group. They make sure that the language is right, that what we're saying is reflective of their experiences. As I said, it's all about by the girls, for the girls. So there's no point us thinking about a cool idea or a cool project, a cool resource if we haven't run it by the girls, because we need to know it's going to connect with them and that it is true to and authentic to what's actually happening out there. What are the girls experiencing? What motivates them? What prevents them from getting active? So yeah, they keep us right. It's been said again. So way back from that research from the Girls Get Active report, from every workshop that we do with the girls to create our resources, it's the same themes coming up. So it's the struggle with managing periods, especially through those teenage years, but throughout the whole life cycle. Managing body image and appreciating your body for what it can do rather than what it looks like. Having to balance school and extracurricular activities, whether that is sport or it's arts and crafts or music, whatever you're into. And it's managing the communication with your coaches, how that works, and that's why we build this out with other resources in Sport Ireland. We have the Coaching Teenage Girls workshop that really looks at those tricky phases of a teenage girl's life and how a coach can actually have a real positive impact on that. So it guides us in a lot of our work. And so far so good. We're coming up with such cool resources.
My project is called Own Your Cycle, Own Your Game. It was looking into the stigma around periods and also just the effects periods may have on a girl when she's playing sport. I did it in P Expo. I won Sci-Fest with it. I competed Young Science with it, and then I came fourth in Ireland there. I made an app for it called Own It. Came fourth in Ireland there, Technovation in May, and then represented Ireland there in July in the international semi-finals, so pretty cool. And then with my knowledge, then I got to go on, and with some girls we got to country meet up in Sport Ireland then last June in 2024 at the Period Positive Posters. Then we got to work with them kind of in summer, and then on International Women's Day then this year we launched them, so that was really cool.
So myself and two other girls, Sarah and Quiva, we created a book called Rhythm and Results, and it's basically kind of a guide / handbook to periods and just women in sports, like sports bras and sportswear. And so part of our book, we wanted to educate a lot of people about different things to do with the menstrual cycle, like REDS. So it's when you lose your period due to activity. And another big thing was we reached out to loads of sports brands, like major ones like Lululemon, Sweaty Betty, and seen what they did to support women and in their clothes that they wear and how it supports women when they do sport and make sure it's suitable for them. I definitely do think it is. I think it's a big barrier for some people, especially finding the right sportswear that they feel confident in, because I think that's so important to people to excel in sport, that they're feeling confident while doing so.
I think even growing up, like I didn't really know many people that spoke about it. I think maybe I started playing senior football and then I heard about it, but I was really afraid to. So being able to hear today and chat to the girls definitely made me more confident and comfortable too.
I definitely think beforehand, like before starting all of this, and I say it's the same for you, Michaela, it felt like a very taboo subject that you couldn't talk about the menstrual cycle or sports bras or everything like that. But I feel like I've just been so much growth in the last 2 years with that. So, yeah.
Definitely, it's actually nice to go back to my club and to be the person to like pass on to girls. I coach under 14, under 16s in rugby, so it's really nice then to say to them like, you don't have to be afraid and it's okay. And yeah, I think they're definitely more comfortable around it too.
This video is part of the Same But Different series, looking at what sets women's sport apart. For more, you can follow the series on the Irish Independent.